Hey guys, Dustin here at Supercar Sunday, and I'm 49 years old, and in high school, I graduated in 93. This was the dream car of everybody in high school, a 1993 Mustang Cobra. And when Paul brought this thing in a few weeks ago, I went nuts just from the stance, the wheels, the condition of the paint. Later on in the show, he popped the hood, and check this out. This has got to be the cleanest 5.0 Coyote motor swap I've ever seen in a Foxbody Mustang. Total restoration. I believe it's got about 7,000 miles on the odometer, and this is arguably the nicest Foxbody Mustang that has ever come to Supercar Sunday, bar none. It is absolutely unbelievable. Perfection, upgraded, everything's new on the car. Look at this. Look at how clean that car is. Look at the body line. Straight as an arrow. This car's absolute perfection. I would love to own this car. I got my first ticket driving my brother's 89 5.0 5-speed 25th anniversary car. Very similar to this with the sunroof, same interior. Yeah, that ticket stung, but this car is unbelievable. So Paul's standing behind me. 7,000 miles,
like 7,500. Yeah.
7,500. How's this? So a 5.0 from the factory, a Coyote motor with emissions and everything, arguably is about 450, 475
yeah, depending on the year. Yeah.
What's this making?
I think so. Well, since it has the headers on it and 3-inch exhaust, yeah, I would say probably closer to 500.
Wow.
But it's probably toned down a bit because I have catalytic converters on it. I do have mufflers on it, and there's resonators in the tailpipes. You know, what's interesting is most people don't realize it's not like these cars back in the day. Everybody would either put an H-pipe or hollow out the cats with a long screwdriver and a hammer at home. But the catalytic converters now, they are so efficient. Yeah. The cars actually run better with them. Most people don't realize. And you don't get the smell. Yeah, yeah. But you would hear, so I would be at home on a Friday night, or we'd be on Ventura Boulevard somewhere. We always cruise Ventura Boulevard, and you'd hear the 2-chamber Flowmasters with the straight pipe Mustang, 5.0 Mustang, and you'd hear that sound, and you knew exactly what it was. And in fact, you would be able to tell whose Mustang it was depending on the sound. That's how dialed in we were back in the day. So when you go to car shows, what's it like when you pull up in this? It all depends on where it is. Like generally, I just like to go to stuff where there's a lot of variation of different cars. So it's sometimes, you know, you get like the guys that are like, oh, what is that? Then it's like, hey, that's a 93 Cobra. That's a Coyote Swap. So it all depends on the type of crowd that I'm at. But usually it's a pretty good response. And since you've had it, how many miles have you put on it? About 2,000. And what's the furthest you've driven it to from? I would say from Culver City to Santa Clarita. Nice. Unbelievable. The reason I bought this one is because it has air conditioning, it has a nice stereo in it, so it's a really nice cruiser, whereas some of my other Mustangs, they don't have air conditioning in them, or they don't have a nice stereo. This one, for me, it's something that has everything I would want in a cruiser. So other Mustangs, what else do you have? 93 Cobra R, 95 Cobra R, wow, 2000 Cobra R, but I just sold all those, so the only things I have left now is I have 393 Salines. I have... you have 393 Salines? 3 or 4. Wow. An 88 Saline, 90 GT convertible, a teal and black 93 Cobra. Oh my God, really? And then there's like other stuff like that guy over there and some other stuff. But generally I'm a Mustang guy. You know, so I would love to have a 93 LX convertible, yeah, a 93 Saline convertible, or a 93 notchback. Nice. That would be with 5-speed. That would be. I had a 92 Z28 Camaro in high school, and my license plate was Z28 A50. And I put a little decimal. And arguably at the time, we had a couple 5.0s at school. I was faster than everybody. I was faster than a lot of people in the valley, and then everybody started going big and racing these things. And the Mustangs went crazy in Southern California. Yeah, there are a couple of guys working out of their garage that later on turned out to be really big guys in the Mustang world, big shops. They did everybody's cars. But yeah, Z28 A to 5.0. You're a 350 auto guy? That was, yeah, a 5.7 liter 350. Yeah, 2-port injected, straight pipe Flowmasters intake,
and it was a very fast car.
Yeah.
I would take Corvettes up to about 90 on the track, of course. This is all on the track, and arguably one of the fastest cars, other than a legitimate, you know, back then, the import cars really weren't that fast yet. And in high school, you might have a car, but you couldn't afford to throw a lot of money at it.
Yeah.
Little later on in my college years, people started replacing motors and going real big, and started doing more major, you know, heads, cams, all that stuff, versus just the little bolt-on stuff. And the nitrous kits, and then things just went crazy where guys were cruising around with back then, if you had a 600 or 700 horsepower car, it was unbelievable. And now it's like, oh, you know, okay, my brand new Honda has 700 horsepower.
Well, we'd struggle to even break into the 11s. Now it's like you try to find something that doesn't run 11s,
yeah,
right? So.
Yeah, just go buy a Tesla.
Yeah.
Right? Well, congratulations. I mean, this is, when you pulled in, I went, wow. And then you popped the hood, you know, about a half hour later, and Jim, a good friend of mine who's got a big Mustang, goes, you got to go look at that car. But thank you for the interview. Thank you for sharing at Supercar Sunday. I would love to own that car. I would drive the hell out of that car.
To be honest, I was a little bit embarrassed at first because a Porsche event, I'm like, oh, a Mustang. Hopefully, I don't get kicked out of here.
So I've got a couple muscle cars. I have a 69 Fastback that we built for my wife, full TCI welded and coilover suspension, and it's a beautiful car. Not fast. It's got an 88 5.0 motor. Came with the car, but the dream is to do exactly what you did. But you know, one day I'll get to it.
Nice.
Yeah. But this is spectacular. The other thing about Supercar Sunday is we welcome everybody. What I want is the caliber of the person, not necessarily the car. When I say caliber of person, I don't care if you came here on a bus. I don't care if you walked. I want nice people.
Yeah.
That's what this is about. It's about bringing people together, passion of the cars, passion of friendship and community. That's how we do it here.
Nice.
So thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
This is unbelievable. I would love to own this car. Be hard enough to throw a blower on there, but this is just perfect. Good grief. I washed my brother's car a million times. He had those slotted wheels that were a pain to keep clean with all the brake dust. I think in 90, that's 89, 90, they changed the wheels. But this is spectacular. All right, more to come. Supercar Sunday. Another great day. Absolutely beautiful.